Welcome to the Soulful Soundtrack of Life. I'm your host, full of sunshine, Dana Soul, and I'm here to celebrate the symphony of life. Each episode, I interview people from every corner of the globe who I've met along my journey as a DJ. Together, we explore the songs that are connected to their stories, experiences, and rhythms that have created their own soundtrack of life. So tune in, turn up the volume, and let the beats of life guide you. This is the Soulful Soundtrack of Life. Hey, beautiful, shiny people. Welcome to the Soulful Soundtrack of Life podcast, where we dive deep into the music, into stories and vibes that move our minds, bodies, and spirits. I'm your host, Dana Soul, a lover of all shiny and sparkly things and soulful soundscapes. Well, today's guest is with the fabulous DJ Alchemist, brand consultant, and experience expert, Megan Taylor. We actually recorded this interview last year in June, and it was supposed to be launched in July, the week after I received the unimaginable news about my cancer diagnosis. So like everything else, life was put on pause, as you heard in the previous episode that I just restarted and launched last week. If you haven't listened to that, you can go back and hear a little bit about my story and why I had to press pause for the last year. So I am so happy now I can share this interview with you all. Megan is such a dear friend of mine, and she is a beautiful soul who just moves the dance floor with high vibrational frequencies. And she touches this world with so many of her gifts and talents. She is incredible. She is an internationally acclaimed DJ, music curator, and creative alchemist who's been creating unforgettable experiences through music for more than 15 years. She's been voted Chicago's best DJ and has worked with incredible brands like Nike, Google, Chanel. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost botched that name. Chanel's like one of my favorite luxury designers. Chanel. Vogue, Facebook, and the WNBA. But what I love most about Megan is that she's so much more than an amazing DJ. She holds a master's degree in social and emotional intelligence, has a deep passion for personal growth and healing, and believes music has the power to transform the way we feel, connect, and experience life. Whether she's DJing a luxury event, a wellness retreat, or creating intentional musical experiences around the world, her mission is simple: to help heal the world through music. Her mantra is, "Music is my alchemy." And after this conversation, I think you all will understand exactly why. So get comfy, grab your matcha or your favorite sparkling sip, turn up the volume, and join us for a story-rich, heart-opening journey through the soundtrack of Megan Taylor. Well, hello and welcome to the show, Megan Taylor. I am so thrilled to have you on here. It's been a long time coming, and I cannot wait to hear all of these songs that have shaped your life and share space with you today. How are you doing today? You're in Chicago, I know.
Yes, I'm coming from you from the streets of Chicago. I'm just so grateful to be here with you, Dana. I'm so proud of you for launching this podcast. I've been listening, and now I am on and as a guest. So how exciting!
Yay! I know, me too. Well, you definitely have been such a huge supporter of me and all of my ideas, and always been so encouraging. So I'm you're definitely somebody that has an impact on my life and pushing me towards, making these dreams happen and following my passion, following my heart, and all the things. So yeah, I'm really excited to finally have you on as a guest as well. So, and I catch you when you're back in the US because you've been nomadic for a while. So, which I have shared with people in the intro. So you've been bouncing around between, Chicago, which is your kind of like home base, but spent a lot of time in Tulum, which that could be a whole nother podcast interview in itself, right? Talking about the music. And I would love to hear about all the music that you get to play and that you've learned about during your time down in Tulum. But first, let's before we dive into your soundtrack of life, what is something that you are vibing to right now that just has you listening to on repeat? and I can't wait to
Oh,
hear because you have
I'm
such good
so
musical taste.
I'm so glad you asked me this, and we just talked about Tulum because they
Yeah.
kind of go hand in hand. So, one of my favorite artists right now is actually Shimza. Have you heard of him?
No.
So Shimza
Oh.
is this incredible like Afro house, like piano producer and DJ. I feel like I could maybe kind of talk about him as the next Black Coffee.
Oh,
And
which who I love.
he has this giant smile and the best energy when he DJs. He's like just pure joy and has like an incredible sound.
Mm.
And so I happened to see him when I was down there for the month of
Oh, you
January.
did. Okay.
Yeah, he played a really special show, and it was small and it was on the beach. And it's just such a unique way to actually see him. He's kind of blowing up right now,
Mhm.
but his mixes particularly and like his YouTube mixes, like I like watch them all the time. His name's Shimza, Shimza.
Okay, Shimza. Yeah, I'll have to check them out. I'm so curious about your time in Tulum, about the musical influence that has had on you. And what would you say would be the most popular genre or genres of music that you would hear when you would go out or when you would play your sets? Is it like a lot of Afrobeat inspired?
It's more, well, it's really, it's a, like this past winter, it was a lot of tech house and
Okay.
Afro
Oh,
house.
okay. Okay.
And two of which I've been into Afro house for a minute and it's
Mhm.
obviously all over the world now. And tech house, I like didn't really approach just because I
Yeah.
really can't DJ it or anything. But when I was actually in Tulum this past time, I was just feeling very creatively like stuck. And they have it's called the Tulum DJ Academy. And I was like, I think I might take a class. So they have these programs. And so I basically did a 3-week incubator and I had this amazing teacher. He's from Argentina and he was incredible. And I also DJ off of my laptop, Serato DJ. And I was like, I really want to get into a different workflow with USBs and just
Oh,
learn like a different way to mix. And so I like ride my scooter to their studio and it was like mainly, new people. And it was a very interesting thing. He like took me back to the basics. And it actually like kind of disrupted me as a DJ. I was like, oh my
wow.
God, I don't know if I'm very good. Like I went through a little bit of a process of questioning myself. Which was really good for me. And then we would spend like usually my whole sessions, him and we would just mix together. And so I learned a different genre, different styles. I like really learned how to do these longer mixes and like
Uh-huh.
kind of how to do tech house. So
Oh, that's so
you
cool.
know,
Yeah.
it's a different, it's just like much more like worldly, in a
Mhm.
lot of ways. And
Yeah.
there's just, it's a big playground. There's a lot to tap into, a lot of things that resonated and lots that didn't.
Yeah. What a really cool experience. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I know I remember watching you go through that too, like obviously through social media and just loved, seeing all of the clips and just really wondered deep down like all the different, lessons that you were learning and how it, like you said, it completely like kind of changed your whole approach to DJing and probably structuring and programming, things like that. And being introduced to a new genre, like you said, that you weren't even familiar with, so getting yourself out of your comfort zone, I feel is where the most growth happens, for all of us.
It was good to be a student again, to be kind of
Mhm.
humble again, and like just to be willing to like unlearn what I needed to
Yeah.
relearn. And it made me really enjoy really mixing again. And so the whole thing it was uncomfortable too.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
like here I am and I didn't know anybody. And I luckily just lucked out like the best teacher who was just would do anything and show me anything, give me his music. Like, there was just, he was like, I got matched with the perfect person too.
Yeah.
And the other industry thing though is like DJs are kind of like gods down there. It's just not down there, but like, so I was down there also at a time when there's like these 3 weeks of nonstop crazy parties every night and crazy DJs, and they do these
Oh,
parties in the jungle. And it's interesting how I'll tell you this, but it's so male dominated and male
yeah.
DJ heavy and everything too. And that was interesting, just like peek behind the window around how business works down there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, that could be another podcast in itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, so you're listening. What? How do you spell? What? How do you pronounce him again? That you're listening to right now?
I'm like, I hope it's right. Shimza.
Shimza.
That's
Okay, Shimza.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we'll check out Shimza. All right, so let's get into your soulful soundtrack of life. So I always kick it off with a song that was released either the month or the year that was the number one single that you were born. The year I should say they were born. So this is your surprise song that we're going to kick this off. So when little Megan Taylor came into this world, this song was the best-selling single that year. And this is so great for you. I love it. There. Physical. Isn't that awesome?
That's so good. I was dying to know what this song was going to be.
Well, I'm glad you didn't look it up beforehand.
I didn't.
Yeah, I remember another guest. I think it was Mike that said, I almost looked up what song was. I'm like, well, don't do that. Then that would ruin the thing. Yeah, so Physical by Olivia Newton-John. And it ended up actually being, I always read little fun facts about music. It was the best-selling single of the whole decade of the 1980s.
Dang.
Crazy? Yeah.
I feel like when you listen to that song, you can see her in her outfit. Like, wasn't she wearing like a workout outfit?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of?
Yeah, leggings.
Yeah, you can like, yeah, her and like the little belts and like her hips. Yeah,
Yep.
super sexy.
Yeah. They I was reading a little bit about the history of that song, and actually for that time that it came out, it became popular too because of its suggestive lyrics. It was just very different for that time period when it came out. So yes. So thank you, Olivia Newton-John, for opening up.
Yes, go Olivia.
Suggestive lyrics and leotard. Good workout song, that's for sure. All right. So going into your childhood years, I asked you about, a song from your childhood that you remember listening to that brings back the most, nostalgic memory or that stirs, some kind of feel good emotion, a song that takes you back to this place. So you mentioned it was Tonight Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins. So I'm going to play a little snippet of it. I remember this song. Such a great song. So I cannot wait to hear the story. I love this opening too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This opening is everything.
Yes. I'm going to see if I can jump to well, this part's really great too.
Billy Corgan.
Yeah. All right. So share with us what memory for you stirs when you hear this song.
I loved this album. It came as it's Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, and it came as like a double disc. And for me, and I went to this concert, I was super young, and why I picked this song was because it's like the first time when I really knew that it's like I found my first time like liking music within my own self. Like it wasn't like sort of, I mean, I know it got super popular, but it's like I just remember like this was Smashing Pumpkins were kind of like one of my first amazing bands that I really like loved. And so it was like kind of like my in on music, that orchestra and that song and the way that the arc of that song, it's so beautiful. And the message is so beautiful as well. So it's just so the energetics of that song just like shoot you into outer space, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so that song for me, completely timeless. I love it as much today as I did before. And I remember going to that show, like I said. So
how old were you when you went to that show?
I don't know. I was in junior high, maybe. I don't even know when it came out.
Yeah. So that was that your first concert?
No, my first concert was Janet Jackson, which was fucking amazing. The If tour. Yeah. This fun fact, my dad worked for a company under the umbrella of Sony. And so my dad had access. So basically he oversaw like the distribution of music, like CDs and merchandise to like big stores, to like a Best Buy, Target. It wasn't like a sexy job, but it was sexy to me because in our basement was filled with like CDs and music.
Oh,
so I had my hands on all this stuff before, like when I was so young, I couldn't afford it, otherwise I didn't have money. Right.
Yeah.
I'm in sixth grade, but I had all these CDs and stuff. So I feel like that shaped me and music and
Mhm.
engaging with music and making mixtapes and then mix CDs and everything too. So
Yeah, I bet. Did your dad play a variety of music in the house, growing up? So
yeah,
he had access to all of these CDs. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine like the library of CDs.
you know, well, yeah, and then like the disc
Oh, the
that
disc
like
changer.
the
Yes,
disc
like the
changer, we
six
would
disc
load that up.
changer. Yeah. Yeah. The ones, did you ever have I forgot how many discs that you could fit in it, the one that was in the like trunk of the car that they made those. You remember what you're talking about? Yeah.
I
We
do.
never had
It
that
was
one. That,
they were like sideways or something, but I
yeah.
did. I didn't have that either. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had like CDs and I would ask for him and then he could if we asked like early enough I could get concert tickets. So I had a good
Oh,
concert
oh,
hookup.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So were you able to go see a lot of concerts then with that privilege?
Yeah, a fair amount. Like
Oh,
I don't know if it was a ton, but I feel like,
yeah.
I was an early concert goer, I was an early music lover and Smashing Pumpkins, especially this. I remember 1979 was amazing, but like this
Mhm.
album just had so many layers to it. I think Billy Corgan is made just a musical genius that I like appreciated. And so it was a whole phase, wore the t-shirts and
Yeah, I was a fan of them too. I feel like their sound was very unique for the time, that they came out to. I can't remember any other band, that sounded like that. Like you said, his voice, is just so unique and like
yeah,
soothing. I always found it soothing. I don't know if that
yes.
that word
And
came
he has
comes to me. Yeah,
He had range, is what I was saying too.
yeah.
Fun fact, he lives in Chicago down the
Oh, he
street.
does.
Yeah.
Really? Oh my gosh! You bring over some tea and scones and say, "Hey, like, what's up, Billy?"
But
Wonder what he's up
I
to these
should. He
days.
has a coffee shop. It's like a whole deep dive we could
Really?
do into it. Yeah.
Oh,
And he plays like a little bit here and there. But also I've heard like the not the nicest things about him too. So there's another
yeah. I feel
side.
like there's
So
always two sides to a lot of celebrities.
the
Yeah.
rock star life.
Yeah. Yeah. Those rock stars, bipolar, some of them. But all right. So moving from your childhood years and experiencing the Smashing Pumpkins to your teenage or college years. So, what song sticks out the most that defines a moment that made a really big impact on either of those decades? I love this song that you chose. I'll let you go ahead and introduce it and I'll start playing it.
I believe I did One More
One
Time
more,
by
yeah,
Daft
you
Punk.
did. One More Time by Daft Punk. Yes, which always has that catchy intro as well. And I love it when the beat drops. Here, we'll play it till that beat drops. Oh yeah, this is the longer intro part.
I know sometimes it's really long.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not playing my DJ edit. So it has a longer.
We love it. There we go.
Here it is. It's the build up. It's like you're out there on the dance floor, shaking and moving, and then you're getting ready. Here it goes.
Here we go.
Here it goes.
That bass.
Oh, such a good
I mean,
song. Okay.
it's a little, I can't tell you, it's like a little overplayed, but it's still good. I don't know why.
It is.
You just don't get sick of it.
Nope. Never. Yeah. So
So
what
I
does
was
this
thinking about
remind you of?
this.
Your
Oh, sorry.
teenage or college years? And what?
This would be my college
Were in
years
your college
because
years? Okay. And where did you go to school?
I went to DePaul in Chicago. It's kind of what brought
Oh,
me to
yeah.
Chicago.
Right.
So I went to school here, and then Daft Punk played Lollapalooza one of the years, which is like really remarkable. And Lollapalooza is in Chicago. And so this was like, they
Mhm.
were big, but they weren't as huge. And in my opinion, like a lot of ways, they brought in this electronic sound that no one
Mhm.
had. Because I was like looking at this album, like what else was on it. And the songs are like slow and like d- melodic, electronic in it. Like it's such a range, but I really feel like they're obviously very pioneers
Mhm.
in this space. And this song though, like hit so hard then, and it just continues to be like an anthem throughout my life and everything too. But this was like the college years, seeing them at Lollapalooza,
That would be so cool.
dropping this song, really understanding what a DJ even is before I knew I was
Yeah.
going to become a DJ and like what is possible. Because before that was like, I mean, I knew DJs, but this just took electronic performers, like from me, the helmets, that whole thing to the
Mhm.
next level.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to look and research history, but I really feel they were the first of that genre, the electronic music too, to also wear the helmets. I'd be curious to see if there was, but they probably, like you said, they were pioneers of that genre of music. And they still to this day, I mean, they're definitely widely recognized, and that song still hits so hard on the dance floor. I
You
like,
know, it's crazy.
yeah,
And no one knows what they look like.
no, I know. Isn't that wild?
I mean, if you go
So
deep
wild.
on Reddit, I'm sure you know, but like it's so funny that they're very infamous and like they just release when they want to, like they
Yeah.
definitely have played by their own set of rules.
Yeah, which is cool. It's mysterious about them. And and that's probably also
Yes.
helps with the appeal to like Daft Punk. Yeah. So, oh, I love that. The college years, Daft Punk.
Do you still play this song at your events?
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
It still really is popular. Yeah, I throw that on. I'm trying to remember, of course, off the top of my head, what's the remix I play. I usually never play the original. Um, oh my gosh. I cannot think of it, but
Really? You have to send it to me.
I will. It has a little extra oomph to it.
Oh, cool.
You
Cool,
play
cool,
the
cool.
original?
I do like a lot.
Oh,
And
okay.
because it's like, yeah, but I don't know. I think I should play your remix or something
Yeah.
too. I just
No,
played
I'll
the
send it to you
original.
because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's a very, very similar to the original.
Yeah.
It literally just has a little extra, yeah, like
Energy.
an energy. That's all it is. Because I've listened to other remixes and edits, and I think the original speaks for itself. It doesn't even, like I said, need to be played. But this one edit that I have, I just keep going back to. I've had it forever. I mean, I at least have had this for 10 plus years. And I don't even remember where I got it. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, you'll have to drop it in our
I
we
will.
have Dana and I have we're in a music chat group.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a few others, and it's so good because we sometimes drop each other edits and tracks
Yeah.
and share. It's given me so much life. So
Yeah,
I'm so
me
grateful
too.
for that.
Yeah, me too. I love it. Yeah.
Yes. Shout out
Really
Brian.
cool.
Shout out June.
Yeah, yeah. Our little music, what do we call ourselves? Music vibe curators.
Yes.
Yeah. And this last one too, we dropped a lot of good gems for each other, all of us. So super
Yes.
fun. Okay, I'll drop that one for sure for all of us. Hey, and if any other DJs that are listening, curious about it, I'll share with you too. So just hit me up.
There you go.
Okay, so we're moving from Megan in her college years, living it up, going to see Daft Punk that changed her life at Lollapalooza. And then moving into, of course, the adult years, which brings like so much to us, new jobs, new relationships, new adventure. And music obviously is such a huge part of all of these life moments that we've had. But specifically, what's one significant challenge that you have personally faced in your adult life where you really felt a certain song helped you get through that and overcome it? And anytime you hear that to this day, it takes you right back to that moment.
Well, for this answer, this is a recent challenge, but I'm sure if there's DJs listening, so they understand. It's like, when COVID hit,
Mhm.
5 years ago, it was such a difficult time because especially not, it was different for everyone, but I just lost so much business
Mhm.
and I lost a ton of money and I lost an identity. And, I'm being a little dramatic here, but so much of my life was rocked with COVID because I was basically canceled from, doing events for like a
Yeah.
year plus. And so, I believe I dropped this song. It's called Emakaya, and
Yeah.
it's by Simi. And
Okay, here it is. So beautiful. Oh my gosh.
oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
You have to wait till the vocals come in. Simi is my favorite artist to date.
So pretty. I don't know what's making that sound right there, but I love it. Okay, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Beautiful vocal. Oh.
Yeah, she's the best voice. It's just so gorgeous.
Oh, that's so, so pretty.
And then maybe you can drop to there's a chorus.
Oh, the chord, yeah.
Yeah, Emakaya. That's a good little sample of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And I found this, that's when I got into like piano music and Afro house, and I listened to that genre. I just sort of found it. Again, I think what happened was I had moved to Tulum. There's a lot of Tulum references here, but I guess it's my place to go when I'm
It
like,
is.
need to like rest and expand. But I wasn't working, and so I had moved down there for a minute, and I was really dropped into that frequency, and I somehow discovered this artist at a smoothie shop, and then I went down a deep dark rabbit hole with all that music. But for me, that song, and I literally play it like when I DJ, I like play her music like just for myself in the beginning. I like kind of clear the energetics of the room with that music because it's like my little, and I listen
Ritual.
to it. It's my little ritual,
Yeah.
yes. And it's such heart medicine, and it just is such beautiful. Her voice is like universal language, like one love. And so that's really what she represents to me. And basically like the lyrics of that, like I, it's not in English, but it's really talking about, there's nothing we can do but look towards our goals and dreams. And that Amakaya is talking about that longing for home and to keep moving
Mm.
forward. And it's just super, super motivating and encouraging. And I sort of can touch that almost like longing and desire that's like in her voice. And so for me, it's just like the medicine that I need whenever I need to bring back to my heart. And so all of her music is.
I love that. Oh, it's so good. So I love that you play this before your DJ sets and now you can drop in, like you said. It's like medicine
Yep.
for your
Yeah,
heart.
it's a good
Yeah.
ritual. Do you have any rituals?
Yeah, I do actually. And you just made me realize that I haven't been very good at my rituals this year with some of my events. Okay. So my ritual is I don't have one go-to song, but I will play whatever song I'm feeling in that moment. And then I go on the dance floor and of the event space and dance to it. I call it like warming up the room. It's
Oh,
like
that's so good.
yeah. So whatever songs, like I said, is feeling me in the moment. But maybe I would be actually fun to switch to just having one go-to song to really make it feel and signal to my brain and body, okay, this is it. It's gonna be event time. We're gonna like let loose. I feel like it just helps me also connect more with my body and release some of any, pre-event nerves that are happening and just get the blood flowing a little bit more. So that's definitely one of like the pre-event rituals that I do like at the event itself. Play some music, go out and do a little dance. I was actually on a good streak for a while. I haven't put it up, but I need to make a reel about it. But I was having my assistant record me dancing across the dance floor, at a number of events. And so my vision at the time was, I'm going to put together this amazing reel of me warming up the dance floor at all these events. And I haven't done that yet, but I need to make that a goal this year.
I love that for you. You should totally do that. And I love that you dance to that too. And what
Yeah.
you said, it's so true. It like signify like that song like triggers my body like, oh, it's safe and we're good and trust and surrender. And it's like does something to my own body. That's really beautiful
Mhm.
too. And I've had so many people when I play it like be like, what is this? Who is this?
Oh, I
People can
believe
kind of
it.
feel the magic about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt it too when I listened to him. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, who is this? I need to get to
Yes.
know her better. Yeah. So I'm going to add her for sure to my listening. Yeah. Listening pleasure. Oh, I love that. Okay. So moving into celebrating life's accomplishments and wins, what is your personal song that you choose to celebrate an achievement? I love it.
I picked Bob Sinclair,
Yeah.
Won't Hold On.
Yeah. The song is so good. Okay, let's listen to it. That beginning. Here it is. Here's the chorus.
There we go.
That's another really feel good song as well.
I know. There's a theme here. It's like so funny. I know. Because this is like I feel like this song is so universal for
It
like
is.
and it's so
Yeah.
global and it's definitely old, but it was again like one of the first dance songs that like I was like, oh, what is this? And I needed to have it and I DJ it as much as I can. Fisher just did like a remix of it, that's good. And I feel like now all those like Ibiza heavy, like,
Mm.
songs from like the 90s and late 90s or whatever, like kids these days are like replaying them and stuff. So it's kind of fun that it's still around and everything
Yes,
too.
it is so fun. Do you remember like the first moment that you heard the song?
I do. It's a wild story. I
Yeah.
was literally in it. I was in India. I
Oh,
was
really?
at, yeah, no, this is wild. I was at an ashram. I was at in Osho, and I was there like on a spiritual pilgrimage. We were there for the day, and that's a whole other podcast as well.
Yeah.
But we had to dress in like all white, and they invited us into like an activation, a meditation, and they played this song. And we had to dance, and we had to mirror the person in front of us, and
Oh,
it was so wild and so powerful. I actually ended up having to leave the room, and I ended up throwing up because ener- the energy there was just so palpable and
oh my
strong, and things
goodness.
were moving through me. Yeah, it was it was a really actually huge part of my big day of a spiritual awakening, I would say. And so they dropped that song, and I didn't had never heard it before, and it resonated. And so when I heard it again, I was like, I heard this in India at an ashram. Like, how the heck did I hear that?
Yeah.
And somehow they got it. So it's got, I don't really think of that moment all the time, but that's the
Okay.
first time I had ever heard it.
Yeah. Wow. What a story. I really want to hear more about that story.
I
But
know,
another
I know
time.
it. It's intense. I know it's intense. Then
That
I went and I
sounds-
threw up.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, well, I had like a
Wow.
whole like transmission, and like the energy was wild there too. So
Yeah.
anyways, it was beautiful,
I can
It
imagine.
was just so out of my world of what we were doing, what was happening too. So little Megan was expanded.
Yeah. I love it. Well, it also says that, I mean, that song, again, music though, in general, as I feel is the basis of what this whole podcast is about too. I mean, it's so universal and it shows up no matter where you're at. Because I know for me, I actually have a story about that specific song because I remember the first time I heard that song and fell in love with it. And I was like, who is this artist? This song is speaking to me right now. My soul is feeling stirred. It was on a cruise ship when I was, oh God, I can't remember how old I was, maybe 19. Yeah, somewhere around there. We'll just say like, yeah, I wasn't 21. I definitely was not over 21. Okay. I was with my family, but we were on the cruise ship and we were about to, you know how they host games and entertainment activities and stuff. I can't remember which one, but we were all just sitting in the room and they had, of course, a cruise ship DJ and he was warming up the room playing songs and he played that song.
Wow.
Yeah, right before we started. And gosh, you know what? That must have been even when I was younger. I wish I could
No,
remember.
it says it
What?
was released 2006.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know. It's because I was trying to remember back when we went on a cruise ship as a family. I remember the first cruise ship I went on. Well, I was very young, in high school, middle school. Yeah, no, high school. That's right. In Mediterranean on a cruise ship. So we lived. It was when we lived in Germany. So it was maybe the end of. Was there like the end of my middle school, beginning of high school. So we were there. We went to that. That was my very first cruise, but this was one that we took when we moved back to States. So that's why I know it's definitely 2006. That makes sense. So it was definitely late 2000s. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, that's what I remember. I remember the DJ played this, and yeah, I was hooked. I
It,
loved it, and
I
ever since.
and what I love you said is like it's like you kind of like know, like when a song comes in, you like the song, like it makes sense to you. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of like what those other ones are. And I know that we can talk about this here, but it's like, I'm so like frequency driven and like music that like speaks to people through the energetics
Yeah.
of it. And that these are all songs that like have just such power beyond the way the lyrics are, the way the song is built. And so for those, it's just like they never get old.
No, they don't. Yeah, because if you think about it, how long have you been listening to that song right there? I mean, if it came out in 2006, I mean, gosh, it's that old,
30 years.
Yeah. 30 years.
20 years. 20 years, sorry.
I'm like, I'm just going to trust what you say because I'm not the best at math. No.
All of a sudden I'm like, it's not 2036, Megan.
I was like 2006, 20. Okay. Yeah. 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know my story wasn't as great as yours. I wasn't like dancing at an ashram.
But I mean, you were in cruises in the Mediterranean with your family when you lived in Germany. So cool.
So anyway, oh my gosh. Okay. Love it. Love it. Love it. So final question is, and this is one that was not, on your questionnaire. So, but I know you've listened to the podcast, so you'll probably remember. This is, if you had to choose one song that would be the title to your whole soundtrack of life. So when you think of through all the different songs that we talked about today, you can choose one of those songs if you feel really drawn to it and you feel that is a great song title of your soundtrack of life album. But it could be something completely different. Whatever comes to you typically is, your gut instinct of what that is. It's just something that, when you listen to, your soul dances and you feel alive.
I think that I'm going to have to go with, I'm just like looking up the meaning of this because I really believe this is what this means.
Okay.
So Amakaya, the song.
Yeah.
Basically it's like, it translates, I'm going to just choose that because it basically like translates to like the sense of belonging of home. It's like where you live or whatever. So I just feel like if I was on that stranded island, I would be thinking about my own home. And it's kind of a beautiful place where I'm at right now, of being like nomadic and like, I'm a very interesting relationship with with my home right now too. So I would pick Amakaya maybe, but there's probably like another brilliant answer that's super funny in here. I'd have to dig deep for it.
No, if that's the first song though, that spoke
okay.
to Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Well, it's a beautiful song. So, and then like you said, it represents really where you're at right now too with your life, being nomadic. And it sounds like you're the kind of person too who can find home, I don't know, wherever you're at, whether it's in like
learning about that.
And that's actually a big challenge to learn, is to like finding that place of home, no matter where you're at, feeling at home. I think me personally, as a military brat growing up, moving every 2 to 3 years, I didn't know the sense of home as far as like an actual place, if that makes sense. So when people ask me, like where you're from, and I'm like, oh, really? Nowhere really. I know it sounds silly, but for me, wherever my family is at is home to me. So whatever, it's not necessarily like I associate home with being not in a specific city, or place or an actual house. It's just wherever my family is. That's home.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So I love that song. Yeah. For you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So we are done with your soundtrack of life. How do you feel about everything? It's brought back so much memories. We've got
so many memories.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's just there's such great questions because it makes me articulate things that I haven't articulated and think through, reasons of why I love them and express that. So I appreciate it. This is so fun.
Good. Well, I loved having you on. I loved hearing all these stories. And it's so fun that we also have a couple same songs that we both, have fond memories of, and that helped shape our lives. So
no surprise there.
I know. Really no surprise. Yeah. Thank you again so much for sharing your light, and your time and energy with me. And so I can't wait to share this with the world.
Thank you for having me, Dana. Always good to be here.
I hope you enjoyed that uplifting interview and the songs that created their personal soundtrack. Remember, every moment of your life has its own melody. Embrace it, feel it, and let it move you. If you loved what you heard, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave me a review. Join me next time for more soulful stories, belly laughs, inspiring tunes, and a dose of high vibe vitamin D. Until then, shine bright and dance through your life to your very own soulful rhythm.